is not lawful. Because which kind of Israelite? Fake Israelite.
Alright. Get that cap. Not all that Israel, not all that Israel is of Israel. But you see the problem is too, as we said, Mayan stand from Aisha stand, Agnes stand, Sister Mayan stand. Not all Israel is of Israel.
Yeah.
Get it easy, man. Let's just continue with this topic, because last week when I taught, some brothers was offended. Brothers came to me and said I was biased. And I don't like to be biased. Mayan, what make a man happy?
When the shop door is open.
What is a shop door?
Oh my God.
Do you understand what you're saying?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
When the shop door is open.
So when the shop door is open, a man happy?
Yes.
Alright, have a seat. Sister, you want a bra? Sister Agnes, what make a man happy?
To obey him.
To obey him. Okay, have a seat. So open shop, obey. Sister Zamar, what make a man happy? Yes, a young woman, stand. Obey. Okay, obedience. I was saying, Sister Mayana, what make a man happy? What? What? I don't know. What is this gadget? What?
When the shop is open.
When the shop is open. Alright? So 2 shop. I was saying. So 3 obedience, 2 open shop. Where's Sister Yawana?
She said, Wanda, we are waiting for you.
Can I repeat to her what I said? Somebody's phone is making that noise. Put it on silent. Ask her the question, Ken.
But how did this say? Son of mine for you. How did this say? And then you couldn't buy ya when you met you. I don't want to actually oh, Adia, Obama, buy ya. So who couldn't buy you? I want to see now to be actually not in social. This is we see some big shop and no and also come. It's making in a town. Shop near Bab. Now somebody behind
That's your phone, Sister Anna? Huh? She what?
She said free at the time.
What?
Everybody said one. She said free at the time.
3 what at the time?
What there's no room for the husband to be happy. Yeah, she said free. So unless she had one, she want to add more.
Okay.
So let's go. So she said, entertaining the husband's family, number 1. 2, open the shop. 3, like doing all the house chores and providing him with food.
So food, shop,
Yeah.
and clean the house. Okay, obviously. It's not your duty to entertain this woman. You're married to him, not the family. I know in Ghana y'all might have a different outlook on it, but that's why the Bible says a man should take his wife and cleave to his own house. So you know this is the 3rd segment of that subject, so it will go to the where's Kawaka? Get him. Shaman stand, Yahweh stand. A warrior stand. A warrior, what make a man happy, sir? Let it be known. Shop open. Okay. That's make you happy. All right, have a seat, sir. Shamat, what make a man happy, sir?
To my level, I would say when she says you with dignity and also she serves you, she respects you, and also talk well with you.
Okay. Tawakal, what make a man happy, sir?
Not happy.
Yes. What make a man happy?
If she give you what you want.
What is that?
Yeah.
What, banco if you give a banco for food?
Hey.
Do you understand it, Captain? So that's make you happy. All right, that was it. Deacon, what make a man happy?
Say only one. Or
Go ahead, let it be known.
Eh,
Shema, have a seat, sir. And listen from your father. You have no style. You have no style. Yes, Deacon, let me hear it.
Everything goes with when the person is obedient.
Obedience.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
To everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
To everything, obedience to everything.
Yeah.
Captain, what do you say, sir?
Yeah, so, I believe when she respect the husband, yeah, everything actually falls in place, falls in line. You respect the husband and everything. Because when you respect the husband, you provide for him food. Respect the husband.
Because
you
I'm
open the
offended
shop.
by somebody's question. Because in a marriage, the shop door must be open. That should be an answer.
Yes.
In a marriage, the shop door is supposed to be open 24 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Yes.
So I surprised even our agreed to that. But that isn't even not an option. Because this is not Babylonian system where they say the husband can rape the wife. A husband cannot rape a wife. So in a righteous marriage, let me use the word, a righteous marriage, shop door, that shouldn't be an option. Where am I marrying a woman for? If the shop door will be open or closed. Right? So the whole thing comes down to what? Respect and obedience. And as I will always say, you have respect on both sides. And it should be obedience on both sides. You understand me? To have a peaceful marriage on both sides, with the Most High, everything will work out better in that aspect. Huh?
God.
Huh?
God.
All right. So everybody get that then. Kawakab, you okay with that now? I thought Kawakab was going to say, when a woman worked for him, and they want to be a slave, you're happy. But I'll stick to what the scripture said. Happiness for a man is a silent and quiet woman. The Bible said that is a gift from God.
That's right.
So I'm sticking to what the Bible said. If a woman opens the shop and her mouth is brawling, is there any honor in that?
No.
There's no honor. You understand? Now we've been through many counsel and we have this situation. So as I said, in a righteous marriage, there's no point the shop door should be closed. So we're going to continue today with the scriptures in terms of what's happening now, what's going on now. In terms of, you have all these other Israelites in the world, they're coming to their nationality. And the beauty about it is the Most High tell us that these things was going to be happening. You understand me? So it's happening now, and guess what happened? The nations are mad.
That's right.
You understand me? The white man is mad. You understand me? But the Most High kindled a fire. And for that fire that the Most High kindled, we just have to give him thanks and praise. You understand me? Because it's been a long time coming. And we as black people, we cannot be anti-Semitic. Because we are from the lineage of Shem. So the white man uses the word Semitic, we Shemitic people. You understand me? So we cannot be anti-Shemitic people. Because we are from that lineage. And the difference with us, and as we use the word this morning, love not the world, because Kanye West apologized, half-hearted apology. Kyrie Irving, the next one, he come and give a half apology. But it wasn't a sincere apology they gave in terms of what they said. So we just have to pray to the Most High to strengthen them and help them through whatever they're going through. So even though the Most High tell it's going to be impossible for a rich man to make it to heaven, all these people is millionaire. Kanye West is a billionaire. You understand me? So all these people, they in this society, they have stuff in this society. Remember that rich man that Yahawaah said, sell what you have, give it to the poor and follow me?
That's right.
He could not do it. So we're not looking for these people to be our savior out of this. But what we're looking for these people to do is to spread awareness and the truth of what's going on through the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
Remember, just a while ago, we were locked up, right?
That's right.
And everybody wants to know, we locked up, we Israelites, we saying we're Israelites. No, the stars coming out saying we're Israelites. So you put a different perspective and a different look at things.
That's right.
So that means the most I tell you in the book of Ecclesiastes, right? What, cast thy bread on the water, you find it in many days. So that bread be casting on the water from 1969 when One West was formed, in terms of we going out on the street to preach this word. You understand me? So that's why we have to continue to hit the highway and the byway with the word of this good news through this earth. You understand me? Because it's our time now. And the Most High shows every day it's our time.
That's right.
What date is it today?
Today's 4th.
Today's the 4th? The
5th.
5th. So the 8th coming, they say, going to be an eclipse. And the 8th. When the moon going to turn dark. And it, Most High tell us when we see these signs is what? It's salvation for us when we see these things.
That's right.
Right? Read what you have got.
This is the book of Salakia. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 1. Cast thy bread upon the waters.
And that's what we're doing every week we go there to teach. We cast our bread upon the water. Right? The radio program, TV program that we do, that's what we're doing. We cast our bread upon the water. Read on.
For thou hast find it in a letter in many days.
So we're going to find it in the last days. So don't think these celebrities not watching, not listening. Because everybody in Israel now, it's like a great amaze. And what's a great amazement? Look at all these Muslims. Look at all these Christians. Why these rich people ain't coming out to the Muslims? Are they from the conscious community? Are they Christians? So you see, it's a change. So now is a time when the Israelite community going to be the quickest growing thing in this time.
That's right.
So we know we cannot lead the children of Israel. It's not our duty to do. So when you see the gathering of the people coming now, it's gathering to who? YAHAWAH. Get that Genesis 49 until Shiloh come.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 10. And the scepter shall not depart from Judah.
What the Bible said?
And the scepter shall not depart from Judah.
So that leadership role and that standout role will never depart from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
No, and lawgiver
Read.
from between his feet
Read on.
unto Shiloh come.
And who is Shiloh? YAHAWAH.
That's right.
So Judah was going to be the strongest out of all of us until YAHAWAH come back here. And that's why this word that we have, it started from in America. No?
That's right.
It was people in America took money, traveled to Jamaica for me to get this truth. And that's why it was going to America, get the knowledge, I'm in Africa. So everything that's big in where? Exactly. So the foundation and the bread that was on the water in America, it's reached here. Right? So get Genesis 33. Let me show you something else. Stretch your hands up. Genesis 33. Deuteronomy 33, verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 1.
Read on.
And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel.
So Moses blessed who?
The children of Israel.
So now we're going to read the blessing that Moses, the Bible said, Moses was a man of God, and Moses did what?
Bless the children of Israel.
So we're going to read the blessing what Moses gave unto our fellow brothers and sisters. Come? Read on.
Before his death. And he said,
Before he was what?
death.
Before he was put to death. Read.
And he said, the Lord came from Sinai.
The Lord, the Most High came from where?
Sinai.
Sinai. Right? Read on.
And rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran. And he came with 10,000s of saints.
That's angels. Read on.
From his right arm want a fiery law for them.
Read on.
Yea, he loved the people, and all his saints are in his hand, in thy hand.
Read on.
And they sat down at thy feet. Everyone shall receive of thy words.
Read.
Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
Read on.
And he was king in Jeshurun.
Moses was what?
King in Jeshurun.
So remember last week I said Moses was a king too. Some of you was unstable. So Moses was a king. The Bible, the most I tell Moses, he was a God
That's right.
and to fear. Right? So Moses was king in Jeshurun, meaning Jerusalem. Right? Read on.
When the heads of the people and the tribe of Israel were gathered together.
So whenever they gathered in Egypt and leave Egypt, Moses was that king. Right? Read on.
And the tribes of Israel were gathered together. Let Reuben lead and not die.
So you see, Moses blessing them now. So Reuben's blessing was, let him live and they don't destroy all of them. Right? Read on.
And let not his men be few.
So Reuben get a blessing that Reuben was going to be plenteous of people.
That's right.
Right? So that was a blessing of Reuben from Moses. Read on.
And this is the blessing of Judah.
And so now he's giving you the blessing of who?
Judah.
So this is how you might know who the true Jews are. Because Judah just means Jews. Read on.
And he said, Yea, lo, the voice of Judah.
So Moses telling the Mosai, please listen to the voice of Judah. When Judah called, hear him. Read on.
And bring him into his people.
Bring him unto his people. So you see what Moses blessed Judah was? It was Judah's duty to bring the 12 tribes of Israel to what? Together. So when they talk, all the rest of people were hearing. That's why y'all listen to American music. Is American listening African music? The greatest of all in all is, name a basketball player better than Michael Jordan. Name a singer better than Michael Jackson. All the tribes look up to the black Americans. Because we know that's where God said he was going to put the tribe of Judah. That the tribe of Judah hand would be in the neck of the enemy.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And bring him unto his people.
Read.
And let his hand be sufficient for him.
What God said Judah's hand was going to be those?
Let his hand be sufficient for him.
So when Moses asked for God to make Judah's hand be sufficient, what they're talking about? He has more money than all of you. So that's why when they ask me who is Judah, I can tell you plain and straight who he is. Because what we work for in another country, Judah will not work for that in America, England, France, Europe, or wherever they are. So the Mosai said Judah was going to have a little bit more wealth. Because you have Shatawale is a singer in Jamaica, in Africa, right?
Yeah.
And in America, Kanye West is a singer, right? So why Shatawale don't have Kanye West money? Kanye West just took $170 million American dollars from a bank. You Shatawale have $100 million American dollars? And we can't say the same thing in Jamaica too, right?
Right.
So you see the difference? Judah get the blessing for his hand to be what? Sufficient. So that's why you have dollars, you have seeds. Read on.
And be thou an help to him for his enemies.
From his enemies. So now, whatever they go through this day, Moses bless him in that aspect. Be a help unto him from his enemies. Because you know the enemies was going to be what? Squeezing him. Because he was the only one who don't get the opportunity to vote for a leader. And the white man know that. The white man have to take leadership away from him totally. You understand me? So now you see Judah rising up. Let's see what happens. Because they'll be rising up for generation. Malcolm X was one of the greatest. They killed him. What about Muhammad Ali? They poisoned him. Martin Luther King was coming preaching Christianity and peace. They still killed him. So when Judah rise, the world will listen, the world will hear. So only thing we can do now, we can just rejoice in this, what you see taking place here. Because the fire is kindled, and no man will stop this fire.
That's right.
Okay, this fire is incurable. And it's our time now.
That's right.
And we say that with confidence.
Mm.
But as I said earlier, we're not looking at the so-called celebrity to lead us out.
Mm.
Because some of them still join to this world.
That's right.
Unless they do what Yahushua said too, sell what you have given to the poor, come follow Yahushua. They're still part of that system.
That's right.
But the mere fact is they're making awareness of who we are.
Mm.
And the world is trembling. Because the Most High tells us after 400 years we'll wake up. They will not hold us down for long. Get me Psalms 102, Cap. verse 30.
This is the book of Psalms, 102, verse 18.
Read on.
Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion.
And this is the time the Most High Yahawah is arising and is having mercy upon Jerusalem. He having mercy upon his people again.
That's right.
But the mere fact we to get back our nationality.
Mm.
And when we get our nationality, we've understood that we're the greatest people ever created on this earth.
That's right.
For us to get back our nationality, we understand that we are the child of God.
That's
We
right.
are the seed of God.
That's right.
Get me? Hold it. Jeremiah 17:4, sir.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and 4.
Read on.
And thou, even thyself,
Even you, black people, read on.
shalt discontinue from thy heritage,
Shall what?
shalt discontinue from thy
So the
heritage.
Most High says you shall be discontinued from your heritage. What the Most High telling you? You will not know who you are.
That's right.
So the Most High said they coming when you're going to be discontinued from your heritage. The Most High telling you a day coming that you will not know that you're biblical, you're the true Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
The Most High said that day coming. For 400 years that day was alive.
Mm.
We grew up known as Jamaican. We grew up known as niggas. We grew up known as Christian. We grew up as Muslim. We grew up as everything. And it's, you see how evil the white man is? A black man can say he's a Christian. No problem. A black man can say he's a Muslim. No problem. A black man can say he's a Hindu. No problem.
That's right.
A black man can say I'm in Buddhism. No problem.
That's right.
A black man can say I'm atheist. I hate everything. No problem.
That's right.
But let a black man say he's a Jew.
Mm. Problem.
And why is it?
Mm.
Why is it? Kanye West just wear a shirt in America talk about white life matters. And nobody said nothing. But all of a sudden when he put on a shirt said black life matter, the entire world is against him. So I appreciate for the nation to be mad.
That's right.
But Kanye West and all these so-called celebrities who still part of the tradition of man and part of the world, they can apologize. The Most High using them for his pleasure. But guess what? I will never apologize.
Mm.
I will. And they're more diplomat because I said they have ties to this world. I'm not that diplomat. Because no point Kanye West ever said the white man was not a Jew. Only thing he said, we are the true Jews. So right now I'm saying that we are the true Jews, and I will say the white man is not a Jew.
That's right.
I will say the white man can never be a Jew.
That's right.
And I will say the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks.
That's right.
So they don't have the balls to say that, so they can do what they do.
Mm.
We, the Israelites, will finish it.
Come.
Because we will never apologize for who we are.
That's right.
See, so just like the Most High telling us we discontinue from our heritage, that was for 400 years.
Come.
So now you read Psalms 102:13. Read that again, sir.
This is the book of Psalms, 102, verse 18.
Read.
Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon
So
Zion.
the Most High shows mercy again. After we discontinue from our heritage, the Most High said it's fine to show mercy unto the true Zionists,
That's right.
which are the black, the native people, and the indigenous people in the four corners of the earth.
Come.
It's time the Most High showing us mercy.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
For the time to favor him, yea, the set time is come.
What the Bible said?
The
It's
set
time for God to favor you. It's come.
That's right.
It was a set time. It was a set time.
That's right.
So now with that set time, what the Bible said that set time do? It's come. That set time is here, brothers and sisters. So it's time for you to separate yourself from all the workers of iniquity and embrace in the righteousness of God.
That's right.
Get me that in Genesis, 400 years. The one, this? So the Most High said the set time is come. That set time is what? It's here.
That's right.
Right?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 18.
So get Genesis 15, 13 to see the set time and to see if we entrap. Right? Read on.
Then the Lord said to him, know of Samson that for 400 years your descendants will be strangers in a country, not their own.
Get the next translation, Captain. That translation missing. Read mine. So get Genesis 15.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 18. And the Lord said to Abram, know of surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years.
So when the Bible said no for certain, what the Most High talking about? So the Most High tell Abraham, know for certainly that the seed of Abraham that was going to be in a land that was not theirs. And by they being the land that is not theirs, what would happen?
And they shall serve them and afflict them for 400 years.
So when we go into this land that we know not, was going to be servant in this land for what?
For 400 years.
So listen now, most of you went to school. What other nation on this earth going to a land? Did the Chinese go somewhere apart from China?
No.
Do the Muslim go somewhere apart from Asia?
No.
Does the white man go somewhere apart from Europe?
No.
So what people go into a land that is not theirs and they serve in that land for 400 years?
So-called black people.
So who that fulfill land? So the Bible tells us anybody that went into slavery for 400 years is the sons of Abraham.
That's right.
This is what God tell you.
That's right.
Those dirty Ashkenazi Jews, where did he go for 400 years?
Teach.
Because what the white man, what those so-called Jews is, Ashkenazi. I know y'all don't know that, but Ashkenazi is one of the seed of Japheth.
That's right.
So you have a lot of brothers today, they said the white man is not Esau because the white man is the Ashkenazi. But the white man, when he went into Europe, he could not go into Europe just like how he go into the America and call himself American, right? So when he went into Europe, he took on those names to himself. So he's not even a real Ashkenazi, but he took that name to himself because he could not go into Europe saying nobody else. Because Europe was for the seeds of Japheth. Europe was for the seed of Japheth. So when he went up into Europe, he took that name unto himself also. Just like he would go to South Africa. What did he call himself? He says African, right?
That's right. An African.
He go to South Africa, he conquer it, he says African. So when they go into Europe, they took on that name to themselves, trying to hide their identity.
That's right.
So when they come out now and say they're Ashkenazi, they're confused with what? Japhetic and Esau. But they're the same people. They hide under that name and that banner. Because they cannot go into Europe and say I'm European.
That's right.
They have to go into Europe just like they come to Africa. They can't come here and change it. They come and they add to it.
That's right.
Till they steal the whole thing. So this prophecy don't fulfill on them. So if you canceling people and canceling anybody, guess what next they're going to cancel? What next they're going to cancel? The Bible. They have to get rid of the Bible. They have to. Because when you read this, because they say anti-Semitic face punishment for 400 years,
Right.
and we are the only people this fulfill on. So how could we be anti-Semitic? So when you show them this, but the white King James are homosexual. Because the black King James who write this Bible say homosexual must be put to death. So it's a confusion, right?
That's right.
No homosexual man write the Bible and tell you in here to put him to death. So read that from the top again, Cap. 15:13.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 18.
Read on.
And he said to Abram,
Read on.
know of a surety
No, this will happen. Read.
that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs,
Read.
and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400
And
years.
we fulfill that. Even Nanatella 2019 was the year of what? Return.
That's right.
We, the only people, fulfill that. So these dirty, black looking Jews, the world is scared to say something about because the world still want to be a part of their system. I don't have to listen to hip hop. I don't even have to listen to reggae music. So I can speak like this and we will never apologize.
Come.
We will never apologize for something that's right.
That's right.
Because all the so-called slave ship was insured by Jewish people.
That's right.
They're the one that separated and destroyed Africa. Because that's why they call themselves Jewish, Israeli. Because Jewish means you're pertaining to something. You're not the biblical people.
Come.
And a black man can say he's anything in the world except being a Jew. Don't you see something wrong with that?
That's right.
Black man been Muslim for years. Nobody have a problem with it. Black man been Christianity for years. Nobody have a problem with it. But as soon as a black man said, I'm the seed of Abraham, which is proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Get my first King Cap, 22 verse 17. So the nation angry and we are rejoicing. They're supposed to be mad. We've been mad for 400 years.
This is the first book of Kings, chapter 22, verse 17. And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hills.
What the king said?
And he said, I saw
Where
upon the
were
hills
Israel?
scattered upon the hills.
So you know you're scattered. You're in Muslim, you're in Christianity, you're in Mormons, Buddhism, you're scattered everywhere.
Right?
Read on.
As sheep that have not a shepherd.
So you have no shepherd. Yeah, what's up? You have no shepherds. You understand? And Sister Yawana don't make it easier for you. You know what's up? I know why you always broke, you know? You know why you always broke? Repeat that in three when I finish, Captain. Because Sister Yawana always making noise. And the shepherd, what you are supposed to have, the shepherd said money don't follow noise. So that's why you people are always broke. Y'all have no shepherds. Because the shepherds what y'all have today said money don't like noise. So as soon as Sister Yawana start to murmur, you start to get broke and broke.
That's right.
Right? Repeat it, Captain. Repeat it.
I say, when you are the culture, I said, we need scanner for the center. Now, Sunday, the morning, and I say, I'm being a year and an hour before the church said, scan very deep. It is a green scan. No fears, so hamper. Then the scan if you as I say, or if it's scan very deep.
So if you have keep quiet, man will have more money.
Like
the what?
The
The woman they just keep their mouth shut because money don't like noise.
If he says scan very deep.
Because y'all have no true shepherd, no true leader.
They don't know what he said.
They don't know what to do.
They said, I don't know what he said.
Okay, you know exactly, I understand it. He said money don't like noise. Every day a woman calls him broke, Kawakam, guess what you're going to do? You're going to be broke forever. Too much noise. Right? So read on, Cap.
Verse 17. And the Lord said, these have no master.
What the Most I said?
These have no
So
master.
now today the black man and the black woman have no master. Read on.
Let them return every man to his house in peace.
And what are we doing? Aren't we returning to our house in peace?
That's right.
Aren't we returning to our house in peace?
Come.
We are returning home in peace.
Teach.
Because we go there and we try everything.
Mm.
And we see that the masters, these masters and shepherds, is a bunch of fools.
Right?
And the world know that they're a bunch of fools.
Mm.
We see that they're, look at Joe Biden. Even President Trump said, he don't know if Joe Biden is dead or alive.
Huh.
You understand me? So all the shepherds that we have is nothing more than a bunch of fools.
That's right.
So the Most High said, what the black man must do? Return.
Return.
But how the black man should return? In how?
In peace.
So get Jeremiah 10, sir. So the black man must return in peace.
That's right.
So when you return in peace, you might show supplication, you might show like you're sorry. You don't return being proud like you know something.
That's right.
Because you come back, you don't know what damn thing.
Mm.
So the black man must return back in peace. The black woman must return back to the Most High in peace.
That's right.
So no, that's all what Kanye West them trying to do. They're trying to return back to who they are. In what?
In peace.
In what?
In peace.
Read on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10.
Verse 21.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 21. For the pastors have become brutish.
The pastors become what?
Brutish.
Read on.
And have not sought the Lord.
And not what?
And have not sought the Lord.
So you see, your shepherds become brutish. And before even Nana come out and make a speech like that, he never saw the Lord.
That's right.
All these other pastors and world leaders, when they come out and make some foolishness pertaining to the oppression of black people, they're not getting it from the Lord.
That's right.
So the Bible said they become brutish, they become a boa, they become a beast.
Mm.
That's why I said they have to condemn this Bible.
That's right.
This Bible will be the next biggest condemnation on the earth.
Mm.
Because when you read it now and it said the pastor become brutish, who is he talking about? I see a pastor come out and talk about Nana. A bald man. Where's one? Come and see.
No, I'm crying.
Accra. Somebody need to slap his ass in his head. Somebody need to slap his ass because he said Nana become proud now like Muhammad.
Rather than
He no damn prophet. Who in the Bible says a prophet? Which prophet come to you and say I'm a prophet? All the prophet come to you and say I'm a servant of God.
Mm.
But this negro head beast, brutish beast, talk about I'm a prophet of God. Where God send you go? Who send you? None of these pastors in Africa ain't no prophet of God. They're the prophet of Satan for their belly. What his name is?
T.A.
T.A. Cursed be that name, man.
Ah.
He ain't no prophet of God. He ain't no representative of God. God never sent him.
That's right.
Because what he wants is peace for black people in Ghana.
Mm.
But didn't we just read in the Bible God said return back to Jerusalem in peace?
That's right.
Didn't God just say scattered, return back to Zion in peace?
That's right.
We just read it.
That's right.
So we will not condone prosperity in our enemy lands.
Yeah.
No more.
That's right.
So if any prophet come to you and tell him not back to Jerusalem, guess what to that prophet? He become a brutish beast.
Mm.
He become a boa. He ain't no prophet for black people.
That's right.
Read on, sir.
For the pastors are become brutish and have not sought the Lord.
Read.
Therefore they shall not prosper.
They shall not what?
Prosper.
They shall not what?
Prosper.
Read on.
And all their flock shall be scattered.
And all the people shall be what?
Scattered.
Because guess what happened? When all hell like the fan, you ain't gonna see none of these pastors.
Mm.
They're gonna travel to Europe with all of you black people. They're going to disappear. When there's no more money. Look, COVID was a private example.
Mm.
Where were they for COVID? Why a prophet of God? God sent this prophet and he couldn't cure COVID. And black people don't see. That's why we read earlier in 2 Ezra 9, let the multitude perish which were born in vain.
That's right.
People will die.
Mm.
You understand me? Get Jeremiah, Get Jeremiah 23 verse 3, sir. Book of Jeremiah 23 verse 3.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 3.
Read.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries.
So what God say gonna do?
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries.
So where was God people at?
in all countries.
So did anybody left Ghana went to Israel 1948?
Mm.
So the white man says Jews.
Ha.
Remember, you don't read the New Testament.
That's right.
So I'm just reading what in his Tanakh, which is Torah. He don't read the New Testament. Can you say Jesus ain't real? So I'm reading from what he read. So now the Bible said God saying go and gather all the children of Israel out of all countries.
Mm.
So how they in Jews and there's no children of Israel in Africa?
Ha.
Read on.
Verse 3. Whither I have driven them,
Read.
and will bring them again to their foes.
And now the Most High bringing us back to our foes. That's why in here you have how many so-called nationality here? How many so-called tribes here? The Most High bringing back to one fold.
That's right.
Read on.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
And this is when there will be no lacking of shops.
Mm.
The shops will all the shop door will be open.
That's right.
Read on.
Verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them.
The Most High saying when he set up what over you?
Shepherds.
So the Most High saying when he set leaders up over you. Because the shepherds where you have failed black people.
Mm. That's right.
The shepherds where you have failed black people.
That's right.
So the Most High said, now we're going to set true shepherds over you.
Mm.
And these shepherds, what God going to set over you. Guess what these shepherds going to tell you? Guess what these shepherds going to tell you? Let the white man leave Africa.
That's right.
We don't need him here.
Huh.
Just like who said they were studying Nehemiah. Didn't the Mohammedan man come to sell on the Sabbath day?
That's right.
And Nehemiah go there and say, I beg you, just come back next week. Didn't Nehemiah say that? Nehemiah said, just put your head up next week and see if I don't put hands on you. Did Nehemiah tell him that?
That's right.
Those are shepherds.
Mm.
Those are good shepherds.
That's right.
Because your shepherd's going to be for the benefit of black people. And any good shepherds will tell the white man, you will not get no more gold from Africa.
That's right.
You will not get your gold no more. That's what a good shepherd will do. So a good shepherd can produce gold and tell people that money don't like noise.
Madness.
So you see, a prophet of God would tell you this. Oh my country, listen brothers and sisters, this is great deception.
Mm.
Oh my country don't have gold, and your country don't have gold, and your country is richer than my country.
Error.
Can they do that to the Arabs?
No.
The Arabs have oil. Will America go and bully the Arabs and took all their oil and don't give them nothing?
Mm.
So where are the golds in Africa?
Huh.
Where are the mineral, the diamonds, the pearl, all these things that come out of the soil in Africa?
Mm.
Where are they? And they've been mining these things for 400 years. And it's still in the earth. So just imagine how many riches they be taking from this country. So a good leader, a good shepherd would acquire that.
Verse 4. And they shall, and I will set up shepherds over them,
Read on.
which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more.
We shall what?
Fear no more.
Because our people have fear of the white man and the Chinese. That's why I have to thank God for the prison.
Mm.
You go into prison for the word of God, that's great delight.
Right.
There's no condemnation in that. So the Most High says he's taking away what from us? Fear.
Fear.
Read on.
Don't be dismayed,
Read.
neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord.
So you see, that's what good shepherds going to tell black people.
Mm.
You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to be dismayed, frightened of. And will not lack nothing if we believe in the Most High.
That's right.
If we do everything according to this book, brothers and sisters, there's no fear.
That's right.
Our fear is we're not doing what we're supposed to do.
Huh.
And we know we're not praising the Most High like how we're supposed to.
That's
We
right.
know we're not doing things like we ought to do things.
Mm.
But when we start to do it that way, there will be no fear.
Huh.
Right? Read verse 5.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise up unto David a righteous branch,
Which is YAHAWAH. Read.
and a king shall reign and prosper,
Read on.
and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
So when YAHAWAH come, what YAHAWAH gonna bring?
Judgment.
And what is judgment?
Mm.
What is judgment?
Death.
So as I said, the Christ you praise. That's why the white man have to put that Christ, what Christianity gave in your head. But when Christ YAHAWAH come back, it's going to be judgment and justice. What is justice?
Mm.
The rich cannot rob from the poor no more. The rich cannot take everything that the poor have no more. If the Most High bless you with Jordan, guess what you're going to do? You're going to stay in Jordan, because the only land that was given to us was what? The land of milk and honey. So meaning the resources in the land of milk and honey will be for who God gave that land to. So don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. Read on.
Verse 6. In these days, Judah shall be saved.
So when this King of Justice comes, guess who's going to be saved?
Judah.
The true Jews. The true Jews will be what?
Shall be saved.
And you see, that's in capital, right?
That's right.
Read on.
And Israel shall dwell safe.
And the true Jews shall do what?
Dwell safe.
So they in the land, are they dwelling safely in the land? But when Yahweh shall come back, the true Jews will be what? Safely.
That's right.
Read on.
And this is the name whereby he shall be called,
Read.
the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought out the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So now we're going to stop reading Exodus. That day come and we're going to stop reading the story of the Exodus. But we're going to read a new story. What is that new story? Read on.
But the Lord liveth, which brought out and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Out of what?
The north country.
North America.
And from all the countries whither I have driven them.
Read.
And they shall dwell in their own
You
land.
shall dwell where?
In their own land.
This never means East Europe. Austria and those places, East Europe. He said we was going to dwell from the North country, the North Americans. And by dwelling there, we're going to dwell, we're going to move from there to the nation land. Get Jeremiah 30 verse 11, sir. And they're supposed to be mad. I'm happy. I just tell you, brothers and sisters, be strong.
That's right.
And be confident
Come.
that this is your time.
That's right.
The Most High kindle a fire, and that fire will never be tarnished. As I said, the 8th coming is the next solar eclipse. Just look what the Most High can bring with that solar eclipse. That's why I tell brothers, whenever we go to Jerusalem and come back, something strange happens. Didn't I say that, Kev?
That's right.
And now the Most High time. Right? Jeremiah 30, where you have verse 11.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 11. For I am with thee, saith the Lord.
Read verse 10, sir.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 10.
Read on.
Therefore fear thou not.
Be fearful. You know some people, as I see the lightning flash, they under the bed, they scared. They hear the thunder roll, they scattering and thunder.
That's right.
That's how the Most High making his present. So the Most High said, must not fear. Right? Read on.
Fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar.
What the Most High say saving us?
From afar.
So you see that? So you don't have to see the Most High trying to save you. You understand me? But the Most High going to be in his holy of old days. And the Most High say he's going to save us from where he's at. And hurt here.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And I see from the land of their captivity.
And the seal. So the Ghana is the land of the captivity. Didn't the British enslave you here?
That's right.
First the Dutch, the Portuguese, the British, didn't they all enslave you here?
That's right.
So this is the land of the captivity. Bring him to his mother. And slap him on his hand when they're going there too. Else I'm going to do it. Right? Read on.
And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
So you see that? So the Most High said we're going to return, and we're going to be at rest, and we're going to be quiet. Rest means paradise. We can't get no paradise in this place. Because we don't listen to evil shepherds. Didn't the Bible say tell us in Ezekiel 34 about evil shepherds? That's what Jacob have today. So there's no rest for the under the bondage of the evil shepherds. Right? Read on.
Verse 11. For I am with thee, saith the Lord.
And this is what the black man and the black woman have to identify. that Yahawah is what?
with thee.
Yahawah is with us.
Mm.
Read on.
Said the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all
What the
nations.
Most High say gonna do?
I make a full end of all nations.
So why the pastors don't read this? That God making a full end with all nations.
Ha.
Because when the Most High saying I make a full end with all nations, meaning no nation will be in rulership after the white nation.
That's right.
Not one nation will rise up again after the white nation goes.
Ha.
Read on.
Whither I have scattered thee,
Mhm.
yet I will not make a full end of thee.
So the Most High say will not what?
Make a full end of thee,
Read on.
but I will correct thee in measure.
The Most High said, "When correct us in measure." You know what I meant? Piece bit by bit. Because we run. So the Most High said, to go into the new kingdom, He will correct us by measure.
That's right.
Right? Bit by bit, piece by piece.
Come.
Right? Read on.
And I will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
Read.
For thus saith the Lord, thy bruises is
Thy bruises.
thy bruises is incurable,
Read.
and thy wound is grievous.
So the bruises, the main bruises for the black man now is starvation is coming. The Most High said what? Incurable. Nobody can do nothing for it.
That's right.
So that's why Nana never confront the Most High before he make that speech. Because if you confront the Most High, guess what you'll see? That is the Most High thing.
That's right.
So when you read the last quotation in 11, he said what? The Most High said, I will never leave you unpunished. So all these things that you do, you'll pay for.
Come.
So now the Most High said your bruises is what? Incurable. And your wound is grievous. Because the Most High punishing you.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 18. There is none to plead thy cause.
None of your shepherds will take this for you. Who is here to plead your cause? Who is here to take your burden up and go to the Most High and say, Most High, please bless these people? None. Read.
That thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines.
Read on.
For all thy lovers have forgotten thee.
All the people that move you come here and slave for, where are they? When judgment come for you, where are you going to find them? These Lebanese, these Chinese, these Japanese. You know how much black women in Africa I see marrying Chinese men? The white man can come here and get a wife, 1, 2, 3. The white man is a dirty bastard. He can't get a woman in Europe or America. But guess what he come to Africa and do? Have 3, 4, 5 beautiful black women up there in his household.
We have the sticks.
Just imagine that. In America, this dirty bastard cannot get one woman. But he come to Africa, he have all the young women in Africa. And the parents okay with it. But let a black man in Africa try to do that. See if the parents would agree with it. And they use these black women. They have these black women sing praises for Chinese and all these people. A Chinese can come ask my daughter in marriage or crazy. Even Manuel's sister married to a Chinese. It's a disgrace and an embarrassment. So the Most High said, now all the lovers leave you. Because guess what? When that atrocity happened and the Chinese going back to China, can he bring you with him? When he going back to Kuwait or United Arab Emirates, can he bring you with him? So now they leave you. So guess who are you now? You are the Most High. Now it's you and him. Because some of you are looking for better opportunity. So you take these beasts. Is it better opportunity? And what is better opportunity? What is that better opportunity? What are you looking for that you don't have yourself? What can these nations offer you? The Most High have you in a land that's full with milk and honey. Do you want this? You don't want it. Do you want it? What the Most High have to offer you, do you want it? When Abraham went to Beersheba, he had to dig a well, right? Abraham want water to drink. Abraham dig many wells. How many wells you dig? But yet you're looking for something. What? What is it? What make Abraham rich? What Abraham have to be rich? Speak up.
So silver and gold and earth and cattle.
That's what makes Abraham rich. So as I say, what you really looking for? Read on, Cap. What verse you at?
Right from verse 14.
All right, read on.
And thy lovers have forgotten thee.
Mm-hmm.
They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy.
So the Most High said, deal with you. The Most High said, cut you with that sword like an enemy do it. So the Most High not sending nobody to preserve you, no. I help you, no. Because the Most High say you have to stop what you're doing and do what? Return in peace.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
With the wound and with the chastisement of a cruel one,
Mm-hmm.
for the multitude of thy iniquity.
So iniquity is sin. So the Most High said every punishment that we go through today, it's for what? Sin.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Because
Last week when he said you did doing worse than our fathers,
that's right.
we had more sins and iniquity than our fathers.
Huh.
Because we had things. Have you prayed for yourself? Have you asked for forgiveness? When last you prayed? I know some of you, many of you here never have not read the Bible all week. Right? Read on.
Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity.
So you see that your sorrow and hardship, there's no cure for it. For the multitude of your sins. Take heed. The Most High is telling you something here. Read on.
Because thy sins were increased, and have done these things unto thee. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
So know what the Most High said? All the nation that devour you, what should happen to that nation?
Shall be devoured.
Read on.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Read.
And they that spoil thee shall be exposed.
Read.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So what the Most High telling you? All your enemies will be going to slavery. Slavery will happen again.
That's right.
So when I asked earlier, have the white man ever been into slavery for 400 years? The answer is no. He's going to be in slavery for 5,000 years.
That's right.
And bait me. And bring a pastor here to bait me. We're not going there yet, yet. The white man will face 1,000 years in slavery.
That's right.
1,000, put an ark on it. He'll work in a flat. You see him destroy this earth? He'll go and build it back in 1,000 years. Listen, hold your hands up. Right? Read on.
Verse 17. For I will restore health unto
So
thee.
you see that the Most High said, when we return, He's going to restore health into us.
That's right.
Read on.
And I will heal thee of thy wounds.
Read.
Saith the Lord.
Read on.
Because they call thee an outcast.
They call us what?
An outcast.
What are we? Didn't Trump say Africa is a shithole country?
That's right.
Didn't they say that? So no, the Most High said these leaders call us our outcasts. And when Trump made that speech, what was Nana reply to Trump?
So he said nothing. He had nothing to say.
What was the Togo leader to Trump? No African leader could stand up
That's right.
and tell Trump he's a caveman, he's a bastard.
Mhm.
Only Israelite can speak like that. You do know that, right?
That's right.
That we have no fear.
Mhm.
We have no cares in this world apart from praising the Most High Yahawah.
That's right.
And the sooner this thing kick off, is the better it is for us.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Say, just as Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Yeah, who's listening to these Negroes?
Huh.
So now they can't even do us like they're doing us in the slave master just again. Because what did that back then? When a slave tried to fight for freedom, they would gather everybody just like the Willie Lynch. They would tie that slave. That's what they're doing when they canceling and they sanction now. Oh, a black man have 170 million in the bank and chase Mark and this white, these butcher crackers. So we don't want this black man money. Because the black man said, I'm a Jew. So if him have 170 million and they tell him that, you who don't even have $1,000, how they see you, how they visualize you. They can even Adidas. I'm not wearing Adidas again. Right? If they can cancel black people, it's full time now black people have to cancel them.
Come on. That's right.
I never watch NBA anyway, but I know some brothers and sisters, they cancel in the NBA too.
That's right.
But whatever cancel, I know your Adidas might be fake, but don't buy nothing that look like Adidas.
Huh.
If they canceling us, guess what we have to do? We have to cancel them.
That's right. Verse 18. That saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captives of Jacob's tent, and have mercy on its dwelling place.
Real?
And the city shall be built upon a horn head.
Real?
And a
Know what you're living. Know what you're living. Do you know what the palace is?
ha.
So the most, then Yahawashi said,
That's
we're
right.
going to go prepare a place for us.
Yeah.
Will we be going to be also?
Yeah.
Didn't Yahawashi say, eyes have not seen, nor mouth speak what he has before us?
That's right.
So you think in the palaces. Right? Verse 19.
Verse 19. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. And I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small.
So you see that the Most High said when he take us back home, was going to be plenty of food. Huh? So get me Jeremiah 46:27.
Jacob,
Read?
and be not dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save thee from far off, and thy seed from the land of their
So
captivity.
the Most High reinstated. He save us from far off, and He going to save us from wherever we are in captivity. Read on.
And Jacob shall return, and be in rest
Read?
at ease, and none shall make him afraid.
Read on.
Fear not thou, O Jacob, my servant, saith the
No.
Lord, for I am with thee, and I will make a full end of all the nations.
The Most High said He going to make a full end of what?
Of all the
The
nations,
Most High said He going to make a full end of all nations. Read on.
whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee,
Read.
but correct thee
But the
in
Most
mercy.
High going to do what again?
Correct thee in mercy.
So you best know, brothers and sisters, we start to correct ourselves.
That's right.
See that? Because I said the Most High doing something strange in the earth now. So it's best and it's high time for we as a nation of people to do what? To get it together.
That's right.
It's not hard,
Huh.
right? Get me Revelation cap 11. Book of Revelation 11. (18).
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18.
So you see, the nations is the one that don't want the Most High to come on this earth.
That's right.
The nation want you to be in servitude forever. So now the scripture said the nations are angry because the judgment of the Most High has come.
That's right.
Read on.
And the time of the dead, and they should be judged, that thou shouldest give reward to thy servants.
So who the Most High will take a righteous vow? Read on.
Is it not even thus, O children of Israel?
Even you, children of Israel. So the Most High saying, raise up only the children of Israel to be prophet and Nazareth.
That's right.
So y'all have so much white prophet.
Ha.
Who y'all? Benny Hinn was a prophet, right? He was from India. Right? Read on, Cap. Revelation.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And to the saints and them that fear thy name,
Read.
small and great,
Read.
should destroy them with which destroyed the earth.
So now the Most High said He's going to destroy them. Which? Do what?
Destroy the earth.
So who destroyed the earth?
So,
Who doing all the mining? Who going to space? Destroy the ozone layer? You see, they keep digging this hole every day. And the Most High said He's going to put the stone straight through the hole. And they're going to fall and destroy America. But they continue to dig with the ozone layer, with firmament. They're the one destroying it. They're the one digging it out on a daily basis. Right? Get Revelation 12 and 12.
this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and he that dwell in them.
So what the Bible said?
Rejoice, ye heavens, and he that dwell in them.
So the Bible said, rejoice, ye heavens, and all the angels that with him.
The Most High.
Who sent them?
The Most High.
Read on.
Having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So now Satan is here amongst you. And when Satan come down, Satan need a body.
Right?
So whose body Satan take now? Whose body Satan took? Read what you have, Ken.
This is the first book of Peter, chapter 5, verse 8.
5 and 8. Peter, read on.
Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Read on.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant, read.
Because your adversary, the devil,
Be who?
the devil,
Read on.
as a roaring lion, she will fly
Where?
into the wilderness.
Into where?
The wilderness.
So is it literal wings that you're going to run your ass to the wilderness? So you see, so when you see the persecution happen, the Most High said, what you have to do? Flee to where? Read on, but you're going to see something.
Into her place where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time.
So that's 3.5 years, right?
That's right.
Did we go through this last week? The 3.5 years. What the valley name again? The Valley of Achor. So we're going to go there. It's prepared for us. So we're going to go there for 3.5 years. Read on.
Where she was nourished for a time, times and half a time
Mm-hmm.
from the face of the serpent.
So when the serpent out here killing the rest, the woman, the Most High led there. That valley prepared for her. Right? Read on.
Verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
So what the serpent started to do now, he started to drop bombs, fire guns and everything.
That's right.
And the woman is in the wilderness.
Huh.
But what happened? Read on.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood
Read.
and the earth. How the woman.
How the hurt will help you. The hurt start to absorb the bombs.
That's right.
They're going to run in different partitions of the earth. They can't find it. Just like when Jeremiah hid the Ark of the Covenant.
Huh.
So the Bible said the hurt will help the woman. Even when Mussolini dropped missiles in Ethiopia, all the missiles never fly. So they going to drop their bombs on everything on the earth. That's why you have so many openings in the earth now. The earth might just open up and take these bombs in. The earth will help us. Read on.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his